Hey everyone, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and today I want to talk about virtual reality esports. And so I've been doing just some research on it. Like I came up with this idea in the shower where I was like, I wonder what the challenges of virtual reality esports are, what it's going to look like, and what would Rainbow Six Siege look like if it was a VR esport now. And it brought me down a lot of different rabbit holes. But first, virtual reality esports is apparently already a thing, and there's this YouTube channel called VR League. I highly recommend you guys check it out. It is really cool. Some of the things that they showcase on that channel, I'm that's gonna be like the thing that I look at for content for a while. Is just virtual reality esports, dude. It's really cool. Um, but anyway, so I've been thinking about what would Rainbow Six Siege be like when it comes to a virtual reality game. Now, you have that element of you play Siege, you do your things, you learn it, you shoot in it, you practice your skills, but you also have to take care of your body, so you got to eat healthy and you got to go work out, right? So then I thought to myself, well, hold on a second. Because the game is going to be physical, and, doesn't that mean you should work out more? Because if you think about it, a Siege round lasts about 5 minutes, right? If you count the prep phase, the picking the ops, the load times, it lasts about 5 minutes, right? And a Pro League match, at least to my understanding, can last up to 12 rounds or 13 rounds, somewhere around there. I don't remember the specifics. But that's like an hour, okay? And usually to do best of two maps or whatever, like you gotta win two maps or best of two maps. So it's like 2 to 3 hours of standing, right? Per match set, I thought to myself, wow, physicality is going to be way more important. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I ate breakfast. Way more important than it is now. If you wanted to do a mental task, like playing a video game, right? Meta strategizing in Siege, you didn't want to be tired at all. It made it harder, you know? And so, like, if I came home after a full day of working out and I played Siege, it was definitely more difficult to kind of come up with strategies, do everything on the mental side. But, the physical side, it's whatever. It's adrenaline's pumping through my veins and I'm fine. But that made me think, what about the Ash mains versus the supports, right? If you think about it, right? Crouching. You have to physically lower your body and crouch walk. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that before, right? Try whatever how high you are, right? I'm 6'4". Try going down to 3'2" if you're 6'4" and walking like that, keeping your head down that low. It's freaking difficult. Just try standing like that. It's hard, And so I kind of thought, well, physicality is going to be more of an important role, but how does that work in training, right? Because you're going to have to be more physical to be able to kill people, because, you can have all the gun skill in the world, but if someone's more physical than you, they might be able to pull off more things than you. Then another thing is you still have to develop those strategies, right? So maybe we get into a situation, this is like my grand thing, of in spy movies, right? You ever watch a spy movie? There's always like that fat person behind the desk controlling like James Bond or whatever, whoever. There's like the lady behind the desk or the man, whatever, and they're still, so you have that element. I mean, the person behind the desk can still shoot, and the person like the spy can still plan, but they're very clearly way more specialized in that aspect than you normally would expect a Siege team. A Siege team of 5, I mean, you have your gadget uses, but if you watch them, roughly the fragging capability, is mostly the same it looks. Not always, but it's definitely going to be way more pronounced. Like, you're definitely going to be able to look at a Siege team, I feel like, and be like, that guy is the support, because, I don't know, his arms are going to be buff from imitating chucking flashbangs, right? In fact, one of the things that came up was like, well, holding your arms out like you're holding a gun like this for a long period of time, it sucks. And they have, I guess there's already VR technology that's like these magnets that that attach to like a gun thing. It looks like a gun, like handles, and you attach the magnets to it. But holding that up sucks. Like I haven't held it, but holding an object up like that, for, like this, for like 2-3 hours sucks. You know, so you're gonna need a lot more physicality for sure. It's gonna create some interesting things where maybe like, you know, you have one siege team where their fraggers are like just beefy, suck at planning, but my god, are they physically capable? And the support players are kind of like really, you know, you don't see them do a lot of crouch walking, lean spamming, but they are really, really smart at planning. Then you have the other teams where everyone's kind of a flex and how that works out together. That's just going to be super cool. And then, of course, I took it one step further, right? That's VR sports how we know it now. What about in the future, right? Because in the future, eventually, a game like Rainbow Six Siege, you're going to have things like hand-to-hand combat, right? And you're going to have things like when you lay down, there's going to be sensors all over your body, so you have to lay down, you know, on your stomach versus your back, you know? And that's going to play an even bigger role because then, well, if you get into a melee fight, you're going to have to be able to defend yourself. You're going to have to be able to kill somebody, basically, right? Or if the sensors get good enough to where there's impacts and stuff, you're going to have to be strong enough to hold that gun then, because it's not a piece of plastic. If the technology gets good enough, it's going to be able to stress your muscles like you're holding a 10, 15-pound weapon, right? Then that comes into play, well, if you pick Gridlock with an LMG, it's going to be heavier than if you pick someone like IQ or Ash or, you know, someone with an SMG. An SMG is going to be pretty light, you know? So I've just been really thinking about this topic. Like, because what I've been thinking about was, like, in the future, you're going to need people on your esports team that know how to, you know, help manage the game, help physically get these people able to play the game at their best, right? Because it's not just going to be a simple fact of, you know, work out to be healthy, because you really should be, like, if you're an esports player, you got to be really healthy, honestly. And you have to be able to crouch walk for 2 hours, 3 hours a game. You're going to have to be able to stay sharp, mental reflex. Like, there's so many more dynamics once you add in the fact that it's in VR and you're in the physical space. So that's what I've really been thinking about. Like, all last night and today, I've been just on a VR esports train, and I've seen there's a couple shooter games already that look pretty cool out. And there's this one game, it's like, I don't know, basically it's like football but in space in VR. It's really cool. So I'm really excited. I love virtual reality. I think it's like, I will be sad if virtual reality doesn't become mainstream before I die. I love it. I love the concept of it. I love the utility of it. Everything. It's so cool. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Yeah, is there any kind of virtual reality you're excited for? I mean, of course, you know, I'm excited for the esports and also the workflows that you can create. You know, just the amount, like, if your computer is really powerful, the amount of different things you can do all at once, that's just gonna be the coolest. Oh my god, I'm never gonna have to leave the house again. But opposite of the casual gamer, I suck just as bad as you do at video games, and I'll see you guys in the next one.